So flags is like what we have seen before. Okay, is a variable that signals a condition, and usually a flag is a bool variable. You declare the flag with data type bool, but it can also be an integer. Okay, so if it's an integer, like I mentioned before, if that integer has a value of 0, then that would be considered as false as the condition. Any non-zero value is considered as true. Other than 0 is considered as true. If you have a flag in your program, you should have an initial value for that flag. Okay, you should assign it to an initial value. So let's look at this program. So you can see there is a one bool variable there. Bool sales quota met equals false. So this variable sales quota met, this is the flag, and we initialize it to false. And we have this discount equals 0. So if sales greater than quota amount, so what is quota amount? So here you can see this is all capital letter, so you can guess that, normally this would be a constant because everything in capital letter. A normal variables is not usually declared like this. So if sales greater than quota met, quota amount, then our flag is set to true. Otherwise, the flag is set to false. And then if sales quota met, you have met your sales quota. So can you see what the program does over here? So if the sales is above a certain amount, quota amount, then this statement will be true, right? And we want to display this. You have met your sales quota. But if the sales is less than a certain amount, then this statement will not be executed. So here in this program, we have one if-else statement and we have one if statement. So this flag in your if statement, if sales quota met, is the same as saying if sales quota met equals true. It's the same if statement. You can use this operator named conditional operator to write an if-else statement. Okay, a conditional operator is used to create a short if-else statement. So how do we do this? Is by using this syntax: expression, question mark, expression, another expression, a true expression, and then double colon, and a false expression, semicolon. Alright, so if you look at this example, so we have three expressions here. The first expression is the expression that you want to test in the condition in your if-else statement. The second expression is the expression that would be executed if this condition is true, and the third expression is the expression that will be executed if this is false. Okay, so it's really a short form for an if-else statement. If x is true, y equals 10, else z equals 20. So, but you need to be careful of the operators, the question mark, the double colon, and the semicolon at the end. It's really short because now you just have one statement. So that's conditional operator. So the value of conditional expression is the value of the second expression if the first expression is true. But if the first expression is false, then the value of the conditional expression would be the value of the third expression. Okay, it's a bit confusing, but if you understand, then you can. If you understand the concept, it's okay. It's not that hard. So parentheses may be needed if an expression in an expression due to precedence of Boolean operator. So you remember we have all the priorities. So just in order to be sure, just you can put parentheses for all your expressions. Okay, so this is another way to write a conditional expression using conditional operator. So you know this is a conditional expression because you see this question mark, this double colon, right? So what is this program is about? Okay, let's read the comment a little bit. This program calculates a consultant charge at $50 per hour for a minimum of 5 hours, right? So there's a minimum hours. So the conditional operator, right, the question mark and the semicolon, adjust the hours to 5 if less than 5 hours will work. Means if the hours is 4 hours, it's still $50. And because the minimum hour is 5 hours. So let's read through the program. Okay, so we have this constant pay rate, okay, $50 per hour. Minimum hours is another constant, 5. And then we have these two variable, hours and charges. So there's a prompt, right, or the question there. Get the hours work. How many hours will work? So this will be the output, right? And then the program asks for an input, in hours. Okay, so this is the computation of the minimum charge. Determine the hours to charge for. So hours equals to hours less than mean hours, and then mean hours in hours. So what does it mean here? This statement is really an if-else statement. So if the user enter hours of less than 5, which is the mean hours, then it's gonna be hours gonna be 5, right? This is the true part. However, if this is false, means the hours is greater than 5, if it's 6, 7, and so on, then we take that value, the one that the user has entered. And then after that, after we have determined the hours, then we get the program calculate the charges, hours times pay rate, and print out what need to be paid to the consultant. So you can see there's a difference of writing this conditional statement, conditional operator statement, compared to the previous one. But both methods, both way is correct. You can write it this way or this way.